AI. It's everywhere right now, right?
It really is.
Feels like every day there's a new headline about AI writing a movie or composing the next top 40 hit.
Yeah.
And that's cool and all,
Mm-hmm.
but what if I told you AI is on the verge of getting even smarter? Like actually understanding and using information to reason just like we do.
Yeah.
That's what we're diving into today with this paper on Retrieval Augmented Generation.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, I know,
Yeah.
RAG sounds more like a cleaning product than a revolution in AI.
Right.
But trust me, this is big.
It really is. See, we've gotten really good at building AI that can generate text, translate languages, even write a decent haiku. That's all thanks to natural language processing, or NLP. But there's a catch.
There's always a catch.
Yeah.
Lay it on me.
Yeah. Well, most NLP models, even the really sophisticated ones, are limited by what they've been trained on.
Okay.
It's like they've got all this knowledge, but they can't really apply it beyond their pre-programmed task.
Okay, so they're like that friend who aced all the quizzes in school, but then you ask them to like plan a trip and they freeze up.
Exactly. They lack the ability to go out and find new information to be adaptable. And that's where our RAG comes in. It changes the game by giving AI access to external sources of information, just like we use books articles or even that trusty Wikipedia rabbit hole.
All right, so RAG is basically giving AI a library card. I like it, but how does it actually work? Walk me through it.
Imagine you ask a question, right? Think of that as the prompt. Now with RAG, instead of just relying on what it already knows, the AI goes out and finds the most relevant information from a massive database. In the case of this paper, they use Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, the ultimate research tool, at least according to my high school teachers.
Right. So the AI sifts through all that information and pinpoints the most relevant snippets. That's the retrieval part of RAG. But here's where it gets really cool. It doesn't just copy and paste those snippets into a response.
Because nobody likes a plagiarist.
Exactly. The AI takes those snippets and combines them with its own internal knowledge, its pre-trained language model. That's the augmented generation part. It's like taking notes from different sources and then synthesizing them to craft a coherent original answer.
So it's not just repeating information, it's understanding and processing it, just like we do when we're researching something new. This is blowing my mind a little bit. Okay, so enough theory. Let's see this thing in action. The paper uses a pretty interesting example, right? Something about Jeopardy. The Jeopardy thing. Okay, so tell me they set RAG loose on the game show circuit. How'd it do? Did it crush the competition?
Well, it wasn't actually on the show.
Okay.
But what's really cool is how it approached the game.
Okay.
Instead of feeding RAG existing Jeopardy questions,
Right.
the researchers had to generate new questions based on Wikipedia articles.
So it was basically writing the game show itself. That's pretty meta.
Yeah.
That's a tough test.
And it passed with flying colors. The questions RA came up with were really good. They were specific, factually accurate, and even a little creative, just like a human Jeopardy writer.
Okay, now that is impressive. It's one thing to pull trivia from a database, but it's another to understand the context and generate something new. That adaptability seems like a big deal.
Huge. Think about how we usually train AI. It takes a ton of data and computer power. And if you want to update that AI with new information, you basically have to start the whole expensive, time-consuming process all over again.
Yeah.
But with RAG, it can tap into those outside sources so it can learn and adapt on the fly.
So you're saying we could have AI assistants that actually stay up to date? No more getting stuck with outdated info or having to retrain an AI from scratch every time something changes.
Exactly. And this goes way beyond AI assistants. Imagine possibilities in research, for example.
Okay, I'm imagining a world where I don't have to spend hours digging through research papers for a single project. Sign me up. But seriously, how would that actually work with RAG?
Think about how much information is out there. For researchers, it can be overwhelming. But with RAG, they could have a powerful tool to sift through all that data, identify hidden connections, generate new hypotheses.
It'd be like having a superpowered research assistant that not only understands really complex information, but also knows where to find more of it. No more late nights going through journals, right?
Right, and the potential applications don't stop there. Think about personalized education. RAG could tailor learning materials to individual student needs in real time based on their strengths and weaknesses.
Now that you mention it, I could have used some personalized learning back in my school days. Okay, this is getting exciting, but let's bring it back down to earth for a second. We've covered how RAG works, why its adaptability is so revolutionary, and even touched on some potential applications, but what does it all really mean? Where does this all lead?
That's the big question, isn't it? And it's one we're just beginning to explore. What we do know is that RAG represents a major step forward in the field of AI. It's not just hype. This technology is real, it's powerful, and it has the potential to change the world as we know it.
Real and powerful. Those are some big claims. It feels like we're talking about something straight out of sci-fi here.
Yeah, it kind of is like we're on the cusp of something huge.
Yeah, and a little intimidating too. Honestly, what does a world powered by this kind of AI even look like?
That is the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the exciting part is we get to help figure out the answer.
Okay.
It's like we've been handed this incredible new toolbox, and now it's up to us to figure out the best ways to use it.
So no crystal ball predictions then?
No crystal ball, just
Yeah.
a whole lot of potential.
Yeah.
And a lot of really smart people working on it.
Yeah.
And this paper is just the start. The fact that they released RAG through platforms like Hugging Face
Yeah.
means that it's accessible to researchers and developers.
So this could move pretty quickly from here. What are you most excited to see?
You know what I'm really excited about?
What's that?
See what problems people solve with it. We talked about research, education, even customer service. But who knows what other creative applications are out there?
Right.
That's the beauty of this kind of innovation. It always surprises you.
I love that. So listeners, you heard it here. AI that can learn and adapt. Like, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's here and it's about to change everything. We just scratched the surface today, so go out there and do some more research of your own. Check out our veggie, read the paper, and let us know what you think. Because the future of AI, it's not just about the code, it's about the conversations we have about it and the choices that we all make.